Hey guys, it's Timmy here, and welcome back to Shindo Life. Now you might be thinking, Timmy, you've done this video a couple times before. Yeah, I actually have, and I really did not want to make this video again, but I've had so many people comment begging me to do it, I'm gonna go ahead and do it. And if you don't believe me, go check for yourself. I did a recent video, like about 5 or 6 months ago, called How to Level Up Your Gen 1 TAILED Spirit Fast. It actually did really good in views, but the problem is a lot of the ways that actually were made in that video have changed, and people are so confused because even though it's a slight change, that can mean so much to new people because new people don't get it. New people aren't really watching every little thing. Story missions got removed from the last video, and then everybody's been begging me to make a new one because like, okay, so now what do I do? Has anything changed? Yeah, a lot has changed, actually, and I was doing a whole Noob to Pro series, and it taught me a little bit more about TAILED Spirits and the current meta, because the stuff I grew up with was back in Shinobi Life 2, and I'm kind of relearning how people get TAILED Spirits today, and also how to level them up. I'm not going to be teaching you how to get one. I've actually done that already, too. I might make a new one if you guys really want it, but I don't think it's really needed. I am going to go ahead and do this video, though, of like how to actually level it up. So this goes for Gen 1, Gen 2, and Gen 3. Okay, this is going to go out for Gen 3 as well. There might be better ways to come out whenever Gen 3 happens. I'm not sure. But what you want to do is go to Sub Ability. You're going to see Gen 1, Gen 2, and then Gen 3, which is going to come out eventually. At least with Gen 1 and Gen 2, I can promise you this works. And Gen 3, it should work as well. But all of them have levels, right? And you're probably thinking, okay, Timmy, I need to level this up. What's the fastest ways? So I'm not going to waste your time. I'm just going to get straight into it. There is a lot of different ways you can level them up. I'm going to start from the worst and then go to the best, okay? But if you skip through, you're going to miss a lot of important tips that actually would make you go even faster. Such as, number one, I'm going to start off with this. If you didn't know, only grind your TAILED Spirit if you can past level 800. What I mean by this is you see right now, I'm actually level 1000. You can see it on my screen. You can see it right here. Once you reach level 800 on your account, you get a buff in Ryo and XP whenever you grind. So you're going to get more Ryo and you're going to get more XP. There's a buff, and it's always been there, and it's a silent buff because it starts getting a little bit too hard around the 700 mark. And then when you get to 800, it speeds back up, and you can get to level 1000 like it's nothing. So what you want to do is you want to be above level 800, and then you want to start grinding. And then literally you're going to get such a big XP buff, it's not even funny. It's going to help you out a lot. Now, it's obviously not going to be enough on its own, but it is a really big tip. The next tip I'm going to tell you is a lot of people still have not done this. Go join the Rogue Games group. There's 2 different groups on the main page. If you join them, it'll give you double XP, and it'll give you double rewards in the game. I mean, it's really simple. It's just really good. Go do that as well. And you're already going to be making... So you get double. That's already a lot. That's 2 times more. And then on top of that, you're getting a big boost after you get to level 800. So that's already getting you quite a bit. But, you know, it's not enough. It's not enough. Now, this part is going to be, like, if you have money. This is not required, okay? I promise it's not required. I don't even recommend that you do this. But if you want to cheat, there are cheats here of where you can go ahead and give yourself some boost. Double XP boost. Are these worth it? No. If I had to be honest, don't do it. You don't need it. You genuinely do not need it. But if you want to do that, it is there. I just like to clarify it. But now, the actual ways to get the XP. So those are ways to boost it up. And there are a couple other ways to boost it as well. But first, you have these blue quests, right? Don't even worry about these. If you're trying to level up a TAILED Spirit, honestly, these are not the way to go. These are just for, like, when you're level 1, like, really newbie. Now, these green quests, these are actually pretty understandable. Now, I'm going to get to why, but put it this way. These quests are fast. There is, like, 3 or 4 different spawn locations across the map. If you have friends set up there and you have one person in the village collecting these quests, like, let's say I'm in a party. I'm the guy collecting the quest. I can have friends around the village in 3 different areas, and they can keep killing the quest whenever it spawns, and then I can keep accepting it, and then that group of 4 is going to get really fast at doing this. Or you could just go back and forth from the village to the quest. Either way works, except for having more people makes it faster, and it's beneficial to everyone. Problem is, you got to have 4 people there constantly, and that can be tough. However, it is a good way. Now, the thing that's changed is there used to be story missions like on this building right here. That has changed. If you did not know, there's actually been boss missions, and I've done a couple of videos on these types of boss missions. If you really want to go see like where all the locations are, I recommend you go watch someone like Variety J, who actually did a whole tutorial and like, okay, here's all the locations. I didn't do anything for all these bosses. I did it for the mentors, but not all the bosses because I just didn't feel like it. And honestly, I felt like it was pretty obvious, honestly. Not totally obvious, but if you look around, you can see these big scrolls right here. This is the new story mission, but it's not quite the story mission. It's basically the story mission, but only the boss. They can drop items. If you go to sub-ability, they can actually drop items, like such as this is an item that can be dropped. There's a bunch of different things that drop from every specific boss, but they also give a ton of XP and a ton of Ryo. Mainly XP, though. So if you're looking for XP, what you want to do is you want to do like these boss missions. There's one here. There's like 1 or 2 over there. And then there's another one here in the Ember Village. Every village has some. But you want to do these. But if you're really going for speed, I do not think those are the best way. I think they're a good thing to do like once every here and there. But I generally think the green quests are probably going to be faster for you. Because you're able to get more quests done in a certain amount of time if you have a squad. So put it this way. If you're with a squad, I recommend doing these green quests. And then maybe like 1 boss mission every here or there, because it does give a lot of XP. If you're with just yourself, you're just going solo, do the boss missions, honestly. You'll get drops that way, and you're going to get a lot of XP. And it's also just going to be more interactive, so you're not just brain dead going back and forth through the village. It's going to end up being a lot slower for you, probably. So you probably want to stick to boss missions if you're solo. But if you're in a team of people, I recommend doing these green quests because you can just literally have people stationed everywhere. You're going to be completing a quest every like minute or 2. Not even a minute. I'd say like 30 seconds to a minute as long as you have strong friends. Also, another tip I'm going to give here that if you were sticking around, you're going to see. If you're a low level, whatever quest you choose, the NPCs will scale to your level. So like honestly, if you're level 1, you should be in the village collecting the quest while your friends are out there killing them. Because it'll be... There'll be such low-level NPCs that your friends are going to be able to easily one-shot them. So that's another little fact that you guys need to know. Now, there are other ways, such as War Mode, right? War Mode's a really good way that people say. I personally don't think it's the best way for XP grinding, but it is a way for you to get 10 tails. It's a way for you to get, like, samurai spirits, you know, like Susanos for your Akumas and stuff like that. There's a lot of drops you can get from War Mode. It is a way to get XP. If you want a super interactive and kind of fun way, honestly, go do War Mode, because you can also get some drops from it. But I'm going to let you decide what you think is better, but personally, I think the green quests are still the Chads here, okay? They haven't left yet. I don't think they're ever going to leave. I mean, if they do, I'll be really freaking surprised. But that's basically it currently in the game. The game hasn't changed a ton, but I just wanted to really make a better video than what I did before, just kind of explaining, hey, these are the many different ways that you can level up your Tailed Spear faster. Because there's a lot of ways that I didn't even discuss, like little things, like the 800 buff, the actual groups, stuff like that. There's stuff like that that just people don't know that they should know. Also, sometimes rogue games will drop codes to give out XP. There was an XP code that actually gave out 5 million XP the other day. Pretty insane. Honestly, you should definitely go do those codes whenever you see them. Always check the codes. I'll have a code video coming out soon. I don't think there's an XP code out right now. But then also sometimes they'll give out double XP codes. So always keep an eye out on the codes. And that's really about it. Also, the final thing I'm going to say is if you're in your Tailed Spirit, it actually makes you gain XP faster. So if I was to actually go, I don't know. Let's say I'm in the Su Tailed Spirit, right? This is the Gen 1 Tailed Spirit. Like I said, it works for both sides. I'm actually going to get XP for it rather fast as long... Yeah, look, I'm just running around in it. Look, I just gained XP. I didn't do any quest. I'm just in it, and it gives me XP. So also just being in the mode can help. Using the Z-Spec will help. Fighting stuff with it helps. Just pretty much doing anything with it is going to help it get stronger. Man, this actually looks kind of cool. I mean, I forgot how good the Gen 1 Tailed Spirits looked. But man, my hair looks kind of shaggy. What the frick? What the frick? No, we ain't going to talk about that. Well, guys, I hope this helps you level up your Tailed Spirit. This has been Fusion Timmy. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and I'll see you guys next time. Fusion Timmy, signing out.